In 2014, the Bahamas' Persons with Disabilities Act was passed. The act is designed to end discrimination against persons with disabilities and to promote their rights and advance equal opportunities, amongst other provisions. The University of the Bahamas, in compliance with the act, must ensure that its policies regard and protect the rights of disabled, that the buildings are easily accessible to them, and that barriers are removed, whether they be structural, physical, technological, or administrative. Ultimately, the university would like to increase its acceptance, registration, and graduation rates of disabled students. In addition to our focus on students, the university must also pave the way for the country in the way we treat our disabled employees. The same areas of focus must be central in our approach to making the workplace accessible and functional with all the amenities required for them to perform their duties their best.
We will provide information and improve awareness, provide hands-on workshops, training seminars, and printed material educating the population on the importance of embracing our disabled community. We will also make use of social media. We will keep our stakeholders informed and engage them as the work progresses through meetings, reports, and regular updates. We want to cast a vision for the future where we see disabled students from around the world attending UB because of the state-of-the-art facilities available to our disabled constituents. Thank you.
What has been the history of disabled students attending the College of the Bahamas then and the University of the Bahamas now?
What a wonderful question. There were no ramps, so students had to be lifted up the stairs. No allotted parking spaces. The bathrooms, the cubicles in the bathrooms were extremely small. No doors that automatically swung open. No braille on doors for the visually impaired students. No smart boards to assist with learning. And definitely no modern technology.
So what will happen now that the university has to comply with the provisions in the Bahamas' Persons with Disabilities Act?
Well, as I think about it, as it relates to our restrooms, all entrances will be widened for wheelchair access. The bathrooms will have to be easily accessible for students in a wheelchair, and all our facilities must include at least one cubicle and a zinc for disabled access.
And as it relates to audio-visual aids, elevators at critical locations, especially those that service students' needs, like the business office, student services, and the library.
And for furniture, an allowance for wheelchairs will exist in classrooms, eating areas, student spaces, and offices.
And for parking, spaces are reserved and clearly marked. Spaces are assigned close to buildings with adequate spacing to allow for loading and unloading.
There'll also be a need for an update of our signage. Signs will be updated to include braille lettering. New signs will be added to all entrances and other strategic locations. All rooms and offices will be properly numbered with labels and numbers clearly visible and with braille lettering.
In the future, there will also be a need for service animals. Provisions will have to be made for individuals who need assistance with their animals. Although service animals have been a part of persons with disabilities for a long time, this is relatively new in the Bahamas and to the University of the Bahamas in particular. And I can see that this is going to need more research before we implement this aspect of the plan.
We must continue to work with our stakeholders. The National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, because they can provide funding and guidance for the university. The Student Government Association, because they represent the voice of our students. We also have internal stakeholders like the Vice President of Human Resources, because he will update our policies and procedures, as well as provide training opportunities for all of us. We also have the Vice President of Operations. He will ensure that the physical changes, example, the ramps, parking spaces, as well as bathrooms, are completed to specification.
Go.
Hi, my name is Brittany Strawn, and I'm a student at UB. I'm a Bachelor of Law major, and I'm in my second year. I am a disabled student, and a lot of the challenges that I see are disabled students, they're having trouble getting up and down to classes because a lot of the classes are upstairs, so that's one of the changes I would make. But one of the improvements that I see is that they are putting in a lot of ramps, and they have disabled bathrooms, so UB is coming along well, but they still have a ways to go.
Hi, my name is Connor Thurston. I'm an employee in the School of Chemistry, Environmental and Life Sciences at the University of the Bahamas.
As a young man at the University of the Bahamas, I have dreams, goals, and ambitions just like everyone else. My wheelchair does not limit me, and neither does my university.